okay, what's it like, when you're not working? I mean, everybody's a dog person, man, right? And you got a bunch of dudes, who got downtime, and you got a dog walking through.
Well, you got to look at where you at. So it's two things. Overseas, he's a morale booster because it brings a sense of home back to the equation. They'll spoil that motherfucker, man. Belly scratches. I had guys getting peanut butter from back home and like dog biscuits and chumming my dog when I wasn't looking, man.
Oh, chumming him.
Yeah. I was like, hey, man, you gotta fatten him up,
Yeah, right.
He's game ready. No, but I think people enjoy the dog, and it brings a sense of normalcy back into it.
No, so the dog's got to love that too, because he knows everywhere he goes, he's getting petted.
Oh yeah,
he's getting free shit.
Yep.
And most of those alligators, they don't give a shit about pets. Most of all they know is work.
Yeah.
But it's cool when one established, because they pick you, know. And so it's cool when one picks you and says, yeah, this guy's a dog guy. I'll hang out with him. I'll blade off, when they blade off in front of you and let you pet them and rough them up. Yeah,
Did you call it a alligator?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know guys in town who have them. I will never reach out over the dog to shake their hand. I'm always going to let that dude put his hand out first.
Yeah.
They're on high alert, man. Dude, and like when I say all they know is work, when those little birds crank up, the handlers putting their kid on them, man, they are just shaking and quaking, and you could see the level of intensity. You could feel it, just oozing out of them. They are like, "Oh, please put me on that bird, man."
Oh, yeah.
Oh. You're like, you know what? He's tier 1.
Oh, dude,
we're not even tier 1.
No,
that guy's tier 1.
Yeah,
man.
he's tier like infinity or something.
He's all in.
Yeah,
we can question. He can't question.
Right.
But Mac, you bring up a great point. I mean, this is how much these dogs are in tuned. So when you get a rotor pitch change, because typically, it'll be at a constant rate, and then it'll change the pitch, like if they're coming into land.
Right.
So here's little buddy just along for a ride. Like, yep, all right, we there yet? And when that rotor pitch hits, man, you see him just all of a sudden stick that chest out, bow out, and it's like, let's go do this. And you're like, hey, buddy, we're not there yet.
Right.
So now, what about then seeing the bad guys?
They hate the dogs. Yeah, they do not like. Granted, you'll see their dogs. Both in Iraq and Afghanistan. Right. I mean, they have dogs. But man, they know the words out in the street, so the alligators.
Yep.
Although I had a Dutchie, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
Same concept.
Right.
Or we can dub them a fur missile. That one works as well. But the words in the street, they know. They hate those dogs.
Did you ever use them like an officer would? Guys running, go catch him.
I never did. No, not on a full.
Because you're like, well, I'll just shoot.
I mean, if they have bolted, it's because typically when the helos are coming in, they hear and they're already going out.
Right. So
now they're out in the wood line somewhere, hunkered down. Now it turns into, in my opinion, probably the deadliest thing we do is going out hunting squirters. Because again, they're out there. They've got the train. Now you're trying to go out there and
call squirters?
Squirters.
Yeah.
What is that?
Guys that run for target.
You've got these guys who go out. Now, how is a dog going to find somebody they haven't smelled or...
They know the smell. Yeah. Because because you have to understand.
It's like curry. I'm going for the curry.
Yeah. That's in essence of what it is.
The goat.
So the curry's sitting out there. All right. They know what the curry smells like. What I have to do, my job is to get him downwind of that odor. So I want the wind or the curry blowing in his nose. So now he can pick it up and boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so there's some finesse that has to go on. So it's just not, hey, he's out there. Me as the handler. So like I would talk to the air crew prior to going, hey man, what are the winds coming out of? And finally they figured out, they would just tell me. Right. It's like, why do you care? Because it's important for me. Because if I've got to go after somebody, I need to know where the winds are. Granted, I'll make a call on the ground, but you want to get him downwind of that odor. So he's got the max chance because he'll run a certain pattern. And if he cuts that odor, you'll see a certain change of behavior. And yeah, buddy.
Okay, so if you set him loose, he's off the leash at that point?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So he's never off the leash so far. This was just me from my personal, whenever I lost eyesight, pause, let's grab that piece of train because pretty much he's cleared it, get up to him and recast him out there.
Now you've got him electronically GPS or something?
No.
Okay.
So it's off of visual.
Okay.
So usually, obviously we're hunting at night, so he's got some type of IR source on him so that I can see where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, they obviously do a good job of catching
Oh yeah.
the squirters.
Oh yeah.
So what are the condition of the squirters by the time? Because obviously, by the time you get
Scared shitless, bro.
I mean, he's got to keep the target.
Screaming bloody murder.
He's got to keep them neutralized and staying put.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
really it depends on that individual and how much, if you want to say fight, they put up. So typically the more fight or the more
he's going to go harder.
He's harder. Yeah. And that's the thing. So it's like they bite hard as it is, but there's something about when you start putting pressure on them, dude, they bring it that much more.
And they're moving the head.
Oh yeah.
There, so
they're thrashing around. Yeah. Yeah.
Chinese finger trap.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hence the alligator.
Oh yeah.
That's almost shark-like.
Yeah. Totally.
Things like horses, dogs, you think of how long historically they've been a part of this being in service to man. I mean, this is an ancient relationship, an ancient tradition, still outperforming
modern day technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's still no sensors that are close to the dog's nose. So we can't, as humans, replicate that dog's nose.
And they're not battery operated.
No. Just a little bit of kibble.
That's right. Motivated by kibble.